Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. Hello. Welcome to the Ranting podcast. I'm Miranda, and this is Nick.
Wait.
And boy, are you in for a treat, because this episode, we're switching it up. This week, I'm sorry, I just didn't have the time to devote to the documentary. I really didn't.
Yeah.
So I apologize, but we will circle back to it eventually.
Still plan on doing the Project X one.
Yes.
Just next week.
Yes. I really just did not have time this week.
Yeah. It's
like
a crazy week.
Literally none. So now we get to do an extra episode of the Rant Files. But this time I'm going to lead it.
There you go.
And Nick gets to go in completely blind. So, are you ready?
Yeah.
We're
See
going
what you got.
yeah, I'm going to keep things roughly the same. Yeah, I guess I really did just keep everything the same. I tried to add a little bit more tweaks in there, but it wasn't tweaking the way I wanted it to. So.
Okay. What you got?
All right. So first up, we've got Rant or Rave.
Okay.
And like usual, there are 4 topics to pick from, but now Nick gets to choose which one he wants to rant or rave about.
Oh, geez. Okay.
So these are your options.
Okay.
We've got Stanley Cups, Labubus, and other consumer fads.
I don't even know what a Labubu is. I know what a Stanley Cup is. Okay. What else you got?
People who make TikToks in public.
Oh, that's a good one. Okay.
Fake influencers, because I know you'd brought that up a few times on your end.
Okay, yep.
And then loud toys for kids.
Oh, God. Those
Receiving them and gifting them.
Oh, both. Both sides of it. I like 2 and 4.
So people who make TikToks in public and loud toys for kids.
Let's do TikToks in public. I like that one. Yeah. Let's do that one.
So do you want to rant or rave about it?
I don't know. It can go both ways. I mean, it's usually, I don't know, it's usually pretty cringy when you like see it from the other side, because you're seeing it from like the background, or like what's it called?
The outsiders
Yeah.
I guess, yeah.
You're kind of like seeing the
it like breaks the fourth wall, I guess. Or not even.
Not really. No, it's just like you get like the I don't know, when you see it on the screen, it's a lot different, because like it's almost like they're so they're doing like a dance.
Yeah, like you're in there with it.
Like they're performing for you kind of thing.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But like when they're just dancing like or doing whatever the interaction is to their phone, it's weird.
Yeah, like when you
really
see
weird.
the videos of the hashtag influencers in the wild.
Yeah.
Those ones I'm always just like,
it's weird. Yeah, because some of them get because a lot of this content looks great, like when you're actually on, like when you're looking at it on the phone or whatever screen. But when you see the other side of it, it's just like, that just looks, you know? Like, when you see somebody just talking to a phone, you're like, that just looks. And I think that's probably the hardest part about overcoming like content creation, is like talking to the camera.
That's what I was just gonna say, because I was just trying to do that video outside, and I was like, I want to rip my face off trying to do this. Like, I feel so gross.
Yeah, I don't know. I think there's a there's a comfort level, right? So like me, I'm very comfortable on camera when I'm like doing the solo videos and stuff. Like the podcast isn't anything, right? But it's not like I'm not talking to a camera, you know?
Yeah.
But the solo videos isn't weird, because like I use a script. So like I make sure I don't miss anything that I want to nail, you know? But for me, like outside of my comfort zone was like the KKTV thing.
Yeah.
Where like they had a script, but I don't have a script, you know? So it's like, I just gotta like remember everything. But when you're on the spot, it's weird. Kind of like that video you did outside, you know, there's no script. It's all just raw, just fucking in the moment, you know? I don't really care for those, but they obviously perform very well on platforms, you know, specifically TikTok and stuff like that. But I don't know. I prefer a script. It just feels more, I don't know.
It's easier to prepare, that's for sure.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, I don't like coming up with stuff
staying on topic. And
exactly. Because you could easily get off in like a tangent.
I do, no problem.
Yeah. So like imagine doing like a 5-minute video like mine, you know, my solo videos and stuff, anywhere between like 5 and 15 minutes usually. And if I didn't have a script, then I could get way off topic and never touch on the stuff that I want to actually teach, you know?
True.
So that's why the script just works for me. But yeah, those like what you did, I don't like those.
It's hard. Yeah. But I mean, that's like my own thing too, is like just doing shit. So I'm like, that's part of,
like
I need to get over it.
Our
anyway.
I don't know, and I'm sure a lot of people struggle with this. I mean, most people don't make content.
That's true.
You know, people just,
that's true.
worry about how they look or how they sound or, whatever the case may be, which is fair.
Yeah.
But I think if you find your niche and you get comfortable with it. So like, I think what we could do is instead of doing like, cause I don't want to do solo videos with no script. I want to enjoy this.
Yeah.
I don't want this to become a fucking like a job.
Yeah.
I just left that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like I want this to be fun. That's what this whole thing was about. Was to have fun. But if you find your niche, so like maybe what we could like dive into sometime is like doing like, I've seen some content creators that like, sometimes they do the solo videos, but sometimes they do like a partner video. It's like them, like their partners together, like husband and wife or whatever, and they like just like play off each other. Do something like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
that wouldn't be so cringy. I think seeing that kind of thing from the outside, from like what we're talking about, is like a lot less cringy because at least there's another person involved.
Yeah,
you're not just like, hey, everybody.
Yeah, I know. That's why I'm so like back and forth on it because I'm like, you know what? It takes a lot of balls to go out there and like put yourself out there and make these TikToks. So like, it's cringy as hell, but you got a lot more balls than I do. I'll say that.
In like because that was in our backyard, the video you're talking about.
Yeah.
That was just us going into like a mall or like a fucking like a public setting. Like
I know.
I don't know where we were. We must have been in the States. Probably before we went out to Germany or something. We were like driving down this highway. I don't know. I just had this weird memory of it. But on the side of the road, we saw these like teeny boppers with a phone on the back of a bumper. And they were doing like this cringy dance for TikTok, and we commented on it. I don't know. I don't remember where we were, when it was. I think it was before COVID in Germany and all that good stuff. But that was like my introduction because like before that, like I didn't have any. I've never done content creation or anything like that, right? So that was like the very first time I've ever seen like what was it?
Influencers in the wild.
That was my first experience, and I was like, that is the cringiest shit in the world. I will never do that. But then but the difference is you got to get like, outside of your comfort zone. Like I'm always saying.
Yeah.
Because like when you actually look at it.
There's so much content you can make in your house.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. But like when you see that situation, right? Influencers in the wild, it looks cringy, but when you actually see it on TikTok, you're like, oh, that looks pretty cool because you don't see the back end of it. You know what I mean? So that's what you gotta realize.
Exactly. So. Yeah. You know which ones I will say that I do think are kind of fascinating to see like the behind the scenes on? Like the dance videos, especially when they have like the people jumping in at different parts of it. Okay. I like seeing the background when they're like somebody like rolls underneath and they like run behind the camera and they're trying to like time out when they're jumping in, and I don't know. I think those are fun to watch.
I feel like that's less cringy though, because that's just like a group of friends just like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, I like the choreography of it all anyway, too. So I just think it's like fascinating to see like all the moving parts come together.
Yeah.
But one I will say is like one that a lot of people have been talking about is I'm sure you don't know who he is, James Charles. He's a super controversial like makeup influencer, I guess.
Doesn't sound like my niche, so no.
No, not at all. Not really. Everything I know about James Charles, I've learned against my will. Okay. Like
is this like a I don't know the proper term to use here. Is he a
he's like a makeup like influencer? No,
whatever it's known as. What's socially acceptable? What's the term? Like a cross dresser? Is that what they're called? I don't think he. Oh, okay. I don't know.
I don't.
So he just does like he does other people's makeup or his own?
Both. See, that's what I'm saying is I really don't know anything about this guy. I know he's had a lot of controversy around him for like texting minors and shit. So that's why, I don't give it a lot of attention.
Sounds like a Netflix special we should cover.
But, well, it's not out yet because he's still out doing stuff.
Oh, good. Out in the wild. Anyways. Different topic.
That's a whole other different thing. Anyway, so one that I've been seeing a lot lately is him, I guess he like went to Disney or some shit and did like a reaction to like a drink, like, you know how you can drink around the world at Epcot or something like that.
Oh yeah, the different countries.
And he was like doing this video. And I was like, "Oh, this is my first drink here," like in his stupid voice. And but the way that he's standing, like the thing is that somebody took a video of him while he was recording himself. So he has a drink in this hand and he's recording like this, and somebody's like off to the side recording him.
Okay.
And he looks ridiculous. So like and he's not even doing anything. He's just standing there.
Does the video look decent though?
I don't know. I don't follow him. I don't watch his stuff.
I think a lot of content that you think looks good on like a lot of the videos you show me on TikTok and stuff like that look really good or like entertaining. Yeah. When they film them, I'm sure it's very cringy. Like, oh.
That's what I'm saying is that, yeah. So like I always used to think, I mean, I still obviously do cringe when I see it because I'm just like, oh God, that's embarrassing. Yeah. But because I think that's more so my own like social anxiety of it all. Yeah. I don't know. But
that's fair.
One thing I do try to think of is like, okay, well, when they're making movies, like they don't look how they look when they're made. You know, like I don't remember what it was. I can't remember now. I just remember I saw a video of like when they were in the making of a movie for something, and like obviously they're acting, they're actors, emoting all the emotions. And they were like they like ran into the room and like hit the wall or so. It was something stupid and it looked horrible. Yeah. Like in the the behind the scenes, I was like, oh my God, this is so how embarrassing that this is your job. And then it shows it on the movie and it looks really good. Yeah. So it's like I feel like yes, I always try to remember. I'm like editing. I feel like
actors were like the original like TikTok like.
Oh yeah,
you know what I mean.
The actors are like the original cringe.
Yeah, really. Right. Yeah, because when you see a lot of them filming, like it doesn't look pretty.
No, it looks really bad. And I mean, it's a lot of wires and a lot of,
yeah, exactly. But when you actually like put it all together,
it looks really good.
And that's exactly what TikTok is. That's exactly what content creation is.
Exactly. So, yeah. So it is. I do agree, kind of cringy, and some people do get like ridiculous about it, like. I don't know. There's some where I feel like if you're obviously disrupting the public, go somewhere else with that shit.
Yeah.
But sometimes it's entertaining.
I don't think I'll ever, I don't see myself ever being in public and being like, talking to my phone.
I don't know.
I never
want
to be that kind of.
I don't think I could.
Definitely. I like flying under the radar in like all aspects. I don't like standing out in a crowd because that's, I don't know. Maybe it's the military thing. I don't know what it is, but, the more you stand out, the more of a target you are.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So, and that's how I approach a lot of things, especially in like a public setting, especially nowadays.
Yeah.
The louder you are, you know what I mean? That you're just more of a target, more eyes on you, more everything. Yeah. You're drawing attention to yourself. And I think if I'm walking through a crowd, my first reaction is like just like getting through the crowd.
Yeah, like scanning through the crowd and making sure everything's good.
So I don't see myself abandoning everything that I've learned and kind of have practiced and everything like that to be walking through a crowd like this. I just don't.
I don't think I could. I don't know if I could do it.
Not even like the cringe factor. It's just like the situational awareness. It's like wearing headphones. I tell you this all the time. Like wearing headphones like in public, I fucking can't stand it.
Yeah.
I don't do it myself, but when I see somebody doing it, I'm just like, you have no situational awareness. And that's kind of the same thing with like doing like a TikTok or something like that. Like walking through a crowd. Like you are not paying attention to fucking anything around you right now.
Yeah.
You know, that's worse than like a teenager like on their phone walking through a fucking crosswalk or something.
Oh God, that's just
even worse is a fucking influencer fucking doing the same thing. Like now you're completely I don't know. So I think the setting is important when it comes to it.
That's fair.
Yeah, the setting is definitely important. But I think no matter what it's gonna be, if you are part of the behind the scenes, I think it's gonna be cringy no matter what you're filming. You know what I mean? Because you're talking to a camera, you're talking to a lens.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But you gotta think actors have been doing it for however long.
Yes. Yeah.
And live these extravagant lifestyles because they can talk to a lens.
Yeah. I mean, some of these content creators do too.
Oh yeah, a lot of them. Yeah, exactly.
All they do is yap.
Yeah.
Just talk to people like they're old friends.
I don't know. I think it comes down to, again, I think it all comes down to, for one, setting, right? But also like your niche and you being comfortable.
Yeah.
It's like if you are comfortable, and that's one thing I want to find where I'm most comfortable with, like content creation and stuff like that. And I think, like I said, the scene is the number one, right? So like the studio, right? I'd rather like film here than like in a mall.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that's, so the setting is number one, but also like what you're, like I was just saying with like us filming, you know, I think that would be a lot less cringy than like, because I like those videos and I like how they play out. Like when they're just kind of playing off of each other.
Yeah.
When it's just a single person just talking to the lens, it's, I don't know. I don't like it.
Yeah, it always really depends on the person, how they are, and I don't know.
And I feel like if you're comfortable with it, then you're more likely to continue it and make it a thing and kind of, because obviously you get better over time. But if like you're uncomfortable with it from day one and then like you don't like it anymore along the way, like I don't have any interest in continuing that venture. I would rather like enjoy it, you know?
That's true.
That's why like our niche could be like we just kind of play off each other.
Yeah.
Or even like the kids, you know what I mean? Like I've seen videos like that.
Maybe. I don't know if I want them on TikTok.
I mean, that's fine.
Yeah.
But like having just like, the point is like having another person there might be a little less cringy and make you a little more comfortable.
Yeah. At
like
least then you're not embarrassing on your own.
Yeah. Right. Yeah. But also like, it's like this. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like you're talking to somebody, playing off somebody, stuff like that. You're not
that
just
does
like,
make things a lot easier. That really helped me because in the beginning I was like, "Oh my god, this is the worst."
For the
Or there's
podcast?
some things, yeah, I was just like, "Don't look
That's
at me."
so funny.
Like,
I don't even like you don't even think about it after a while.
I mean,
Like,
yeah, now
it's
I'm
just a
like,
conversation, you know? Yeah. But it's different if like you were like a lens.
yeah,
It would be, the conversation would be, well, I mean, for one, it wouldn't be a conversation. Be talking to myself, right?
Yeah.
But it would just be, I don't know. See, like this kind of setting, right? Like watching this, like eventually when we have somebody on the sticks, you know, controlling the footage and everything for us, like switching the camera angles and everything. Like I don't think that person would look at this as like cringy.
hopefully not.
Because like it's somebody, it's just conversation.
Yeah,
But that same person that's watching you film a TikTok and just talking to a lens and be like, this is fucking horrible. You know, it's, I don't know. It's just, I think that's just content creation. You just got to get,
you just got to get over it.
Yeah. You got to get past that, but
got to be able to move on.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you know what? Good for those people that are able to do it.
Yeah.
That can get past that. Maybe one day I'll join you.
Yeah. I mean, like I said,
I don't know.
we can always tag team it and just make content together. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Instead of like just solo.
Yeah.
But I don't know.
Good with sticking to making it at home.
Yeah. 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 Talking to a lens is not.
Yeah.
It's just weird.
I need to get over being embarrassed in my own house before I can.
Well, I mean, I don't know. There's nothing that really says you have to. I mean, there's a lot of content creators that, I mean, I guess they have some like outside their house content.
Yeah.
But the majority of them that I've seen is inside their home, inside the comfort of their home.
Yeah,
They're not
there's
out
a
in the
lot
wild.
of, Yeah, I guess I don't really watch a whole lot of people that like go out and do stuff.
Yeah, like what's his name? Justin Nunley, I think his name is on TikTok.
Oh yeah, his are always like
yeah,
at
but
home.
I think most of his, at least on his page, I haven't been on in a while, but on his page is mostly from like his like, I don't know, I think it's like a part of his house, guest house or something.
Yeah,
but yeah, because he always has like his pool in the background or whatever. You know what I mean? So
yeah,
the comfort of your own home is different. But then when he does, I think he got a job at like a motorcycle fucking place.
Cool.
I don't know, something like that. But he does like promotional stuff. I think that's why they brought him on.
Oh,
Like, 'cause he was a big like
nice.
influencer.
Okay.
So he's like the face of, you know.
Nice.
But yeah, so it seems like he films a lot of content in their shop. But from their page.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Exactly, yeah. So I mean, he uses his influence to kind of bring business into the
Yeah,
Harley.
see, that makes
Harley
sense.
store or something like that. But I mean,
Yeah, I
the
guess-
point is that like a lot of his content, at least the content that I've seen personally, is from the comfort of his own home. So
Yeah.
you don't have to go to a mall,
Right,
To
yeah.
fucking do content, you know, unless that's your niche. But like, I'm just here to fucking get a pair of shoes, dude. I don't need to see.
I know. Yeah, well, that's another thing too. Is when it comes to making TikToks in public, is like. I think that's where not only is it kind of cringy, but also like it can be kind of rude because then, especially if you're not like being considerate of the people around you, and if you're not like blurring people's faces or, you know, like especially kids, like people will be like, hey, you should have blurred that kid's face that was in there or whatever, you know.
I think that's lawsuit territory, no? Because you have to get
Depending.
you have to get like if you're filming you have to get people's like signatures and stuff, right? I never thought about that. I don't know how that works.
I don't think it's as easily as you can be like, hey, I'm in your video, I'm going to see you. I think there needs to be a lot more behind it. But it's just like common courtesy.
Well, no, because then shows have to do that. If they don't get the permission of the person, then they can't do it.
Maybe because it's like a whole production and it's not like a personal thing. I don't know.
Oh, maybe that's the difference.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah. But I know. Oh, go ahead.
Nothing I was going to say. Was based off of what you just said, gyms like being that's a whole other topic.
That's part of it too, is that like I've seen the conversation that people are like, you know, if you're gonna film in public, just try not to get other people in it, like if, at the gym, or if you're like out at a restaurant or something. They're like, people want to go out and just be able to be without having to constantly like worry if they're on somebody's camera.
Exactly.
Like if you want to go out and film yourself, then go out and film yourself, but you shouldn't like subject everybody else to that as well, especially if it's like non-consensual.
And especially if you're going to get all salty and pissed off when somebody like in the gym, like somebody walks through like you're fucking shooting.
Those are so stupid.
Like this is not your fucking gym, my guy, you know? And the people are just like, oh, you didn't see me fucking filming? I don't give a fuck if you're filming.
The only time I ever see those videos is with that Joey Swole guy. But it's
he's
always that they're
out.
like, oh my God, didn't you see him filming? I'm like, you are in a public place.
This is not your living room.
Yes, you're in a public place.
Yeah.
You need to be aware that you're not the only person here.
And that's
people are going to be walking by. Edit that shit out.
Yeah, it'd be very easy to edit that little clip.
Yeah,
out.
like
you reacting to it just extends your editing.
Exactly.
Let them
if
pass,
you're gonna film in public, you need to be able to deal with the public.
This is not
if
your
you
fucking
don't want
space.
that interference, then stay home.
Yeah.
I don't see what the problem is.
Or go at a different time.
Also, just don't film at the gym. Maybe I don't know.
Well, no, you can't say that because I mean I understand that because that's a lot of people's niches.
Yeah, I get
but
that.
But you can't be pissed when the public is in public.
Yeah.
Like, get the fuck out of my face.
Exactly.
Like, this is a public setting. This is a public place. I don't care if you're filming.
Yeah, no.
But,
I care enough to remove myself and make sure I'm not, like, in your frame at all.
Yeah.
But that's about as far as it goes.
That's another thing, though, too. That's, like, another conversation right there is that, like, the background. Like, so I have to alter my workout or like where I'm at in the gym based off of where your fucking camera's facing.
Oh yeah, that's now what I'm saying is that there's that lack of consideration for the people around you.
Yeah.
Like there should be like a little filming corner in the gym. You want to film? Go to the film corner. Put a fucking logo up for the gym. Get some publicity. Ooh, I should go tell them that. That's a good idea.
Well, the problem with that though is that they're going to be using
it's going to get flooded probably.
Well, various pieces of equipment that won't be in that corner. That's the problem.
That's not my problem.
Well, it's not a solution. It's the thing. I don't know. I almost feel like there should be a influencer gym genre.
Yeah, like a time frame, or no, not a time frame.
Like its own gym. No, like not even a time frame. Like if you're an influencer, right? This is the gym for you.
Yeah,
and you can film. Everybody knows that people are filming. Everybody's aware. Everybody, because like you know, if you're like an influencer, right? And I'm just some Joe Schmo, and I don't touch any of that stuff, right? And I'm walking through your footage, and you get all salty. It's probably
I didn't even notice your camera.
I may not fucking care for one, but two, I may just not have the knowledge. Like I didn't know what the fuck you were doing. I'm just here to. I'm just my first day in the gym. Like I don't fucking know. But if you actually had like a setting just for fitness, you know, influencers, then everybody would be aware of like, oh wait, I see the camera, I see the guy. Okay, I'm gonna walk around, something like that.
That would make more sense.
That should be a gym that opens up.
Yeah,
is just for influencers.
Sounds annoying.
That's why we wouldn't go there, but the influencers would. They can get all the footage they want. You know, then you wouldn't need a corner.
That's
the
true.
whole gym would be for influencers.
Yeah, influencer gym coming to you.
Not by us.
Not by me. I don't fucking know. I'm going to go the opposite way. I mean, I already go the opposite way from the gym.
Okay.
I'll go for a walk, though.
That's funny.
You guys go to the gym. I'll go for a walk.
That's funny.
Take the dogs out one at a time.
Oh, God.
All right. Are you ready to move on?
Yeah, sure.
Okay.
Yeah. That was a good one. I like
good.
that topic.
Okay, so next up is Am I the Asshole?
Oh.
And so I'm going to be reading this story to Nick and we'll get his reaction. So this one's kind of a long one, but
Okay.
oh well.
Okay.
So this is from Reddit, from the Am I the Asshole? The AITAH thread. I guess there's a different one. Anyway.
Oh, okay.
So it's titled, Am I the Asshole for Not Apologizing for My Part in My Dad Missing the Birth of My Half-Brother? Yeah.
It's going to be good. Okay.
So when I, 17 male, was 9, my mom died from cancer. 6 months after my mom died, my dad met Laura and they moved in together and got married 7 months later. Yes.
Okay.
My dad forgot about me in all of this. Before Laura, he was depressed all the time and almost never left the couch. Then once he got out there and met her, he focused on marrying her super fast. It made me resentful because I felt like he didn't care about me, just himself. It took him and Laura telling me she was pregnant and me storming out of the house when I was 11 for him to start questioning stuff. He followed me all the way to my uncle's house and asked me why I stormed off and wasn't excited. I ranted at him and took out all my frustration on him in the walk back to the house. He promised he'd do better, but then his focus was on Laura and the new baby, and Laura was about ready to give birth when he told me he hated me pulling away and not being excited, and he said he'd do anything to fix our relationship. So I told him he needed to give me time where he didn't talk about Laura or the baby or cancel because of one of them. I said he needed to prove that he meant what he said. I told him one time wasn't enough either. Our first two days weren't great. And he answered several calls from Laura. The third time, I told him it was his last chance, and he ignored a couple of calls before reading a text from her that she had gone into labor. He asked if his third chance would be up if he went to the hospital, and I said yes. So he stayed for a while, and then he said I'd need to forgive him at some point, and he left me with my grandparents and uncle and got to the hospital, but Laura had given birth by then. Laura hated me for it. I didn't get over it like Dad expected me to, and I saw that our relationship would never be the same and that he wasn't the same person he was before my mom died. I know losing someone you love does that. I changed when Mom got sick and when she died too, but my dad turned into someone so different. He stopped reading the room and just acted so naive or even dumb. Like when all he would talk about was Laura and the baby, and even when I never engaged, he still wouldn't ask if I was okay. And after missing the birth and what we had talked about him bailing on me, he acted like everything was fine. He kept trying to make me hold the baby and would ask why I wasn't excited and talked about the baby, but never addressed the fact I said if he left, I wouldn't forgive him, and he left early anyway. He also acted like he had no idea why Laura was so angry at me and why she refused to interact with me after that. He'd say we were a family and that I was the best big brother. He told her he was the happiest he had ever been and he never loved anyone more than her or my half brother. I was standing right there when he said it, and when I stormed off, he played dumb about why that would be. I distanced myself more while Laura wanted me around even less. Then, at the end of last year, she told my dad to send me to live somewhere else, and Dad decided we all needed therapy. We started in March, and only Dad talked for months. The therapist would ask me and Laura questions, but we didn't answer. She broke first, and a month ago, she talked about her issues and how angry she was that I had made Dad choose between saving his relationship with me and being there for her and my half-brother when my half-brother was born. She said at some point she had hoped and expected me to be remorseful, but I never was, and I was the reason Dad missed the birth. The therapist asked why she'd blame me instead of Dad, and she said because I manipulated Dad to ignore them because I was hurt he'd moved on. It took me a couple more weeks to say anything, but when the therapist asked me if I would ever apologize for what happened, I said no. And when she asked why, I said because I didn't feel bad about it. I said that day just showed me that nothing was going to change and Dad wasn't the parent I knew before Mom died, and that I didn't feel bad that he missed the birth. that he was the one who decided when we spent time together. I was just the one who said he couldn't cancel on me a bunch because he was always acting like Laura and the baby were the only two who mattered. Laura told me at 11 I should have known babies need more time and that becoming a parent is exciting and that dad needed to be there more than he needed to fix things with me. When I refused to apologize, she said she did not want me living with her or her kids because she doesn't want them becoming like me or picking on my hatred for her and my dad and my indifference to them. She said I'm almost an adult and should feel guilty and apologize, but clearly I'm without a conscience. My dad sat through all of those discussions over 2 weeks and still acted naive and dumb. Am I the asshole?
That's deep.
Mm-hmm.
That's deep. I mean, there's different layers here. Mm-hmm. So forcing him to miss the birth, absolutely, you're the fucking asshole. Because that's so. Not to be shitty, but like there are many, many times that we can work on this relationship. Like there's many other times. The birth's only going to happen once, and you forced him to miss that. I wouldn't have missed that. I would have played out all of this differently. But I think that's the biggest thing is you forced him, pretty much gave him an ultimatum, and that's shitty. Because now he missed that. And he's never going to get that back where he could have multiple opportunities to fix the relationship with you. But the other aspects of it, not so much. I don't think you're 100% the asshole for like the entirety of the story. But that part for sure, that's a big one. Like that's fucked. That is fucked. Especially coming from like a kid, he was
11
at that
time.
point. So you're also letting an 11-year-old dictate an adult decision. So that's another thing that I would look at. The mind of an 11-year-old can't fathom anything that's happening, especially the birth of a child. Like it's kind of like what we were talking about. I think it was the last episode where like kind of the world revolves around you, or like it's just your world and everybody's living in it. To an 11-year-old, that could be what it is.
Really,
you know what I mean?
What it is, what it should be, honestly. Like a healthy 11-year-old, they should be the center of their own world. But,
right, but
you know,
when it comes into like that 11-year-old giving you a grown ass man, ultimatum to choose me or the birth, like you don't have a choice because you're a child. You're coming with me. You know what I mean? And then we'll work on this. But I don't know. I also think that it doesn't seem like they made a point to make him feel like part of the family. He also went through a traumatic event too, the mother dying and then everything changing.
That's what I was going to say is like ultimately, it was shitty of him to be like, I'm not going to forgive you if you leave. But in all, like, his dad's the asshole in all of this. Like, he's the one that started all of this. Like, this kid is reacting to the way that his dad has been behaving. And like, that's all he's been doing is he's just been reacting to his mom's death. It only took him 6 fucking months, 6 months after his wife died to move on, meet her, move her in, and then get married 7 months later.
Yikes. Yeah,
just over a year.
It's rapid.
And you're going to look at your 9-year-old and act like they're fucking crazy?
Yeah.
Are you kidding me?
Yeah, that's
like,
true.
You set all of this into motion.
Yeah, I think it started with the dad for sure.
100%. And then also, fuck Laura, you're a bitch. And just made me so mad. Like, how do you come into this situation? You know that kid just lost his mother and you're treating him like that.
Yeah, right.
You're a piece of shit. You're an adult and you should fucking know better.
Yeah. I think the adults are the first ones to kind of set all this off for sure.
But then he made a good point too, where he's like, I didn't feel bad. He said, I didn't feel bad for like him having to miss it or whatever, because he's like, I didn't set the time for when I would be spending the time with my dad. My dad did that. So I understand, like, you don't know when the baby's coming or anything like that. But if you're already like in a shitty situation, I don't know. I just feel like he should have handled the whole thing a lot better.
The dad?
Yeah, the whole thing. Like you're already
Talking
in
about when he told him to not check his phone or whatever when they were hanging out when she was expecting. Is that what you're talking about?
Well, yeah, just the whole thing. Like it almost seemed like he set it like the situation up for failure. I guess.
I don't know. That's.
It felt like maybe he didn't like intentionally set it up for failure, but the way that things had been building up, it was already
maybe.
set,
I definitely wouldn't if I had a spouse that was about to go into close to giving birth. Like my phone is on loud at all times, no matter who's.
I mean, yeah.
That was the same at ALC, like during PT, like when I had to come back and everything. That's the only reason you were able to get in contact with me was because I had my phone, and I went there and I told them, look, I know we're not supposed to have phones, at PT or whatever. I'm going to have mine.
Yeah,
you're not gonna tell me shit about it. So the whole PT session, I had my phone in my hand waiting for you to call.
Yeah,
that would have been the same thing for this situation. Like no one's gonna tell me to mute this thing.
Yeah.
So that's one thing where I understand. Like the child saying, to ignore that or whatever it was. Like that's
just child logic though,
100%,
because like you've already so you have this kid who lost his mom. You have the dad who brings in a new woman who's trying to like not even act like his mom. It sounds like she just wants to fucking get rid of him. And then at the end, it sounded like it. Yeah, well, it sounds like from the moment that they were having the baby that she was like, "Oh, brand new family." Like that, it really sounds like they just didn't care about him once they got together, that they were like, "Oh, we've got a new family over here." So you've already got that resentment building up and everything. You keep bailing on him when you're together with him. All you do is talk about this new woman and this new baby.
Yeah, that's definitely.
I would tell you not to look at your fucking phone too. I'd be like, we're here. Like, if you want, I completely understand where he's coming from. If you want to have a relationship, put in a fucking effort. Yeah. Don't come here and talk about these people I don't give a shit about. Yeah. Focus on our relationship. So I see where he's coming from.
That's fair.
But again, as an 11-year-old, you're like, pay attention to me and me only. And I don't care about what the repercussions are or anything. Like, you're not thinking about the consequences like an adult would, obviously. Right. So that's where I'm like, I don't think it's fair to call 11-year-old you an asshole for your dad's an adult and he acted like a dumbass this whole fucking time. He's responsible for himself. He could have left.
100%.
He shouldn't have done a lot of things. He probably should have left for that though. And but I mean,
sure. And obviously taking the 11-year-old with,
I don't know if that would have been a good idea for the birth.
I think everything leading up to it was handled very poorly.
Yeah. I think that dad's a real bad dad.
I mean, yeah. I don't know. I can't put myself in the shoes of losing a spouse. That traumatic events, like from a child perspective or a husband perspective.
No, I agree. But
I don't know what that does psychologically, but I think it moved very quickly.
I don't fault him for moving on necessarily because, like,
it was very quickly, 6 months.
That's what I was going to say is I am judging for how quickly it was and then for how you treated your kid.
Yeah.
In all of it.
And
like, there's nothing wrong with you moving on, but don't treat your kid like he's now secondhand because you've got a shiny new toy. Yeah. Like, that's fucking gross.
And I wonder if shiny new toy.
That's what it's. I'm just saying.
I wonder how that makes an 11-year-old or 9-year-old at that point, right?
Losing a parent?
No, getting together or finding out about the new wife being pregnant.
I imagine it wouldn't be
9,
good.
10, whatever age.
You just lost your mom, and now your dad's like, got a new girlfriend.
Yeah, but I wonder because so the dad is part of that equation, right? So obviously, they made a baby together and everything, and that it is kind of like a new family essentially, right? But like from the child's perspective, they don't have any skin in the game, if you will. They don't have any part of that. So that would feel That's got to feel very isolating, which I'm sure played into this situation is, you know, they are creating a new family and he's just like, well, my family's gone, you know, and this new one is standing up. So that's got to do like psychologically. That's got to do a lot of.
I mean, his mom is gone and now he's saying like his dad is a completely different person.
Yeah.
Like,
yeah,
that's fucked.
Yeah. I think it starts with, I think it all started from the beginning, like you said, is I think the adults didn't handle it. The dad specifically, because you can't expect. Does she have another kid? It didn't say, right? That was a long story. So
Later,
I wasn't sure.
Later she had mentioned that she didn't want her kids. She didn't want him living with her and her kids. So I don't know if like she
plural,
had her
but yeah,
own kids.
probably, it sounds like it's
I'm
plural.
assuming. Which is even more like, how do you? I just don't understand how you can like treat kids like that, no matter what. Like this kid lost his mom.
I mean,
and
I don't know.
You just don't make him feel welcome. Like you
No,
don't even
that's
make
fair.
him feel welcome in his own family anymore. You're not even the fucking family. You're the outsider.
But also, she's not going to have the connection with this kid as she would like her own. You know what I mean?
I know, but
that's how she should approach it. Yeah. Absolutely. But that connection's not going to be there because it's not like her kid.
Yeah.
It's a step kid, right?
I don't think you need to have a super deep connection to recognize that this kid is hurting and you can just not be a piece of shit.
And that's the right answer for sure.
Yeah.
But I don't think everybody has that switch. So, you know, they may look at it like, you know, you're not my family or whatever, or like concentrate on her own thing. Or this is also being written by, how old is this person now? 17. So, I mean, thinking more logically.
I mean, ultimately, I always think like the biological parent is like the number one problem in situations like this, though, because how are you going to have a relationship with somebody and you're okay with them treating your kid that way? I would never.
Yeah, no, absolutely not.
Like
that would break the relationship for sure.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying is like, she's a fucking bitch, but I
judge the
whatever.
father more than anything.
He's 100% the problem with everything, like how he's handled all of it.
Yeah.
But then even more so, like I would never.
Yeah.
Like I was saying the other night, like I would never be able to date like having kids because if you even look at my kids sideways, I'm like, get the fuck out of my house. I'm never speaking to you again, let alone treating them like this. Is pretty, I'll murder you and bury you in my backyard. Are you kidding me?
This is pretty severe. Yeah.
Yeah.
And then to the point where like, okay, we need therapy. Like, well, you put us in a situation. You should have gotten in
therapy before you got in that relationship 6 months after your wife died.
I mean, it sounds like they didn't need it at that point until the new family came in, the new woman.
They needed it.
You know, maybe. I don't know. I don't know if it would have yielded.
Your wife died and his mom died. They needed therapy.
Maybe, yeah.
Yeah.
I don't know. Or just not dive into a relationship, focus on like your
therapy.
Yeah. Okay. I don't know if you're going to get a whole lot of therapy from a 9-year-old at that point, but maybe.
Yeah, there's child psychologists.
Yeah, I mean, maybe. But I think
he could have.
I don't think they would have gotten to a point
through
where they needed it until the woman came in, because that seems like when the problem started. You know what I mean?
Well, no, that's what I'm saying is that if like, obviously, shoulda, coulda, woulda, but like if they had gotten into therapy from the beginning, they could have been dealing with their grief and how they were handling that and how to navigate through that. Yeah. And then discuss how to handle bringing in his girlfriend eventually instead of just being like, hey, I know your mom died 6 months ago, but here's my new girlfriend. I'm moving her in.
Yeah. Yeah, that's pretty quick.
Yeah.
Especially for the mind of a child, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I think it was handled poorly for sure. I still think that the child is, I mean, knowing that they were 11, I think you said, it's just the mind of a child, you know, asking them to, and they truly don't understand that request. Cause at 11, you don't know what it means to have a child. Right. Or like, you know, your spouse or your significant other or whatever, you know, going through birth, like I wouldn't miss that for anything. Right.
Yeah. I mean, I think he did understand how important it was, but I think that what's the word I'm looking for? Not like, not being stubborn, but I think just really trying to like set that ultimatum and find out for sure where he stands with his dad. I think that's what his ultimate goal was to be like, this is the final, like, how important am I to you for real? Because it had been between him and this new woman and their new baby.
Yeah, but if she's in the hospital giving birth.
But I'm saying that everything had been leading up to this. I feel like no matter what, they should have gone to therapy.
It goes back down to therapy.
It always comes back to therapy.
God. I don't know if they handled it differently and they made him feel like he was part of the family and they just handled everything differently. I think it all would have turned out.
I agree.
Much more, just much more differently.
Yeah, I think ultimately, like, I don't think that he's the asshole.
Overall, no, not at all. No, not at all. I think the adults are to blame for sure for the. Now we need therapy. Like, you put us even here.
And then for his for how specifically how he should have apologized for his part in it. Even that, I don't think that you should, because your dad was an adult and you were 11 years old. And you were going through it. Like your dad should have been the adult in that situation. Like you shouldn't be forced to apologize, especially when you don't actually feel sorry. Like and it sounds like he does feel justified in it, and I understand that. So ultimately, like all of it, I don't think he's the asshole.
No, and asking, well, I'm assuming this is a 16 or 17-year-old.
17-year-old if he's the asshole for not apologizing
when he was 11.
Yeah, for how he behaved at 11.
I don't know. I think tensions were just high. And you got to, I think she's definitely an asshole for that as well. Just because,
for how much she's focusing on making him out to be the asshole instead of his dad.
He was 11. He went through a traumatic event, and then you fucking came along.
And then his dad's just been...
Yeah, everything was just handled very poorly.
Yeah.
I think if they would have handled it differently, it would have been a completely different outcome.
Yep. The adults should have been adults.
Yeah, exactly. 100%. And you probably should have waited a little bit.
A lot of it. Yeah.
And gotten therapy, apparently.
Yes. Yes, absolutely. 100%. I will die on that hill. I don't care. Bury me under it.
Oh,
and then put a chair and come have therapy.
Oh, Jesus.
All right.
All right.
Next up.
What you got?
We have Maybe It's Not That Bad. So in this segment, we discuss topics that most people hate, but we think are maybe not that bad.
Okay.
So again, like usual, there are 4 topics, and this time Nick gets to pick.
Okay.
So first one is keeping several tabs open on your phone.
Oh, my God.
Sending voice notes instead of texting.
Oh, my God.
Matching outfits with your partner. And subtitles on everything.
So, okay. So, yeah, we have to pick one that we don't think is that bad, right? The only one that would fit is the subtitles.
Really?
That's it. Yeah, the other ones. What, say the other ones again? The other ones are that bad. The voice messages instead of text. Why? Unless if you're driving, that's the caveat.
I do it when I'm driving.
That's good though, because then you're not like clicking away.
Yeah.
So that's good. So I guess that would be that's a good part. What's another one?
Matching outfits with your partner.
That's never okay. Yeah. What's next?
And then subtitles.
So okay, yeah.
So keeping several tabs open, voice notes, matching outfits, and subtitles.
Okay. I don't know. Probably subtitles. I don't know. I think subtitles out of all those for sure. Because like subtitles should be in theaters too.
I know. I agree.
But like we're big on subtitles.
I think everything should have subtitles. Yeah. Captions everywhere.
I think so.
Captions for all.
I mean, I don't know. I would definitely rave over subtitles for sure.
Rave about them then, I guess.
I guess this is rant or rave.
I mean, this is really all there is to say is subtitles on everything.
I don't know. Some people hate them though. Some people legit
people really don't like subtitles.
Like Malachi used to be like, "Can we turn these off?" And we're like, "No,
no, read."
Yeah, like absolutely not. I don't know. I just I don't know if that was always a thing, like my entire life, or I don't know, but I know
I've always loved subtitles.
We've always done subtitles, but like some scenes are just like more quiet than others, or people don't speak as clearly, or whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I don't know.
I've just always been able to like process and retain information a lot better when I read it versus when I hear it. So even like
That's fair.
like, you know, that TikTok trend that was going on that was like, oh, when you're like getting to that age where you can't hear the TV if you're not watching the subtitles, and they're like folding laundry and it's like saying, you know, they're watching it on the screen and it's clear, and then they look away and it's like,
Oh yeah.
sometimes that's how I feel. Like
Funny.
Like sometimes I could have it on, and if I'm not like looking at it and looking at the subtitles, it might as well be off.
But even sometimes, like there's things where you don't pick up. So two things, right? One is like names. Sometimes it's like it provides clarifying information.
Yeah.
Subtitles do. And then also, because even sometimes like there's a name like you don't know, or like, I don't know, like they'll be labeled something and it'll bring like clarity to the story or whatever. But then the other one is like sounds. Sounds that you don't pick up on, something like that. If it's like too quiet or whatever the case may be.
Yeah.
I think that's another one. So like subtitles are just.
I love subtitles.
I don't know how I would feel about subtitles in theaters.
I would be so happy. Actually, that might make me want to go a little bit more.
I don't know how I feel about that, because when I at least for me, I go to theaters for like action type, like explosions and like Endgame and like you know like big like actiony type films.
Yeah.
That's what I go. That's why I pay the money to go to theaters. I don't go. I usually don't go to theaters for like something that's like a
a
story.
slow movie.
Yeah, right. Where like subtitles are just really there for the action.
Yeah.
Because in those kind of movies, I'd rather
true.
just watch at home. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I mean, I don't know if I would really. I know I said that, but I don't know if I really would enjoy that. I think they would just get more annoying. And they'd be super big too.
No, I think. Oh, that's true.
Yeah, I think subtitles at home for everything is definitely.
Yeah, I guess I didn't think about the
preferred.
scale.
Oh yeah, it would be big. They would be.
They'd have to. Yeah,
big.
they'd have to like adjust it somehow. But
Yeah.
I don't know. I still think,
Especially people in the
put
back.
subtitles and captions on everything, because some of us cannot hear.
I definitely. That's definitely one that we're fans of, though. That a lot of people, especially like even Malachi, apparently.
Yeah, no. Whenever somebody is like, subtitles, I'm like, oh, you can't read.
Yeah.
We get it. Don't look at them then.
Everybody just has their preference.
Ignore those words like you ignore books.
Oh God.
That was funny.
Oh, you're funny.
I know. You're welcome.
God. Was the tabs one about you, or did you find that?
I just thought it was funny.
Oh, okay. Because you're somebody that does that.
I only have like 3 open right now.
Yeah, right now.
I don't appreciate this
like
line of attack.
15 open at a time.
Sometimes I come across a recipe or something that I need to save, and I'm planning on printing it off, but maybe sometimes our fucking printer's not working, so I gotta let it save.
Bookmark and let it save.
Yeah, let it just stay saved in my open tab.
Bookmark and close.
I will forget about it so fast.
You forget about your tabs.
That's true. At least
Anyways.
I see those though when I go to like Google something new.
Oh yeah, and you're
If
like,
it's
this
in a
is recipe I
bookmark,
was gonna
that's
print
gone
out.
forever. Forever. Because I'm never gonna look in that shit.
Oh goodness.
I don't even know if I have any bookmarks in my phone.
Oh yeah, I don't know. Probably not. Probably just all tabs. Anyways.
My 3.
God. Oh, goodness.
I don't know. So you think matching outfits with your partner is that bad? You don't want to match with me?
No, I don't like that at all. I don't.
You don't want to be twinning
I guess
them?
what?
You don't want to be twinning them?
No.
Oh.
No, I don't. I think for like Halloween or like an event,
Yeah.
like I don't mind that. Like that's okay. You know, like if you're going to, I don't even know what kind of event it would be, like a dress up party or like Halloween or like something that would like call for something like that. But I mean like an everyday, like we're just gonna go to the mall for a little bit and then everybody wears the same fucking thing. Like get away from me. Like what? No.
So I used to see this couple when I'd go pick up Nye from school, and a lot of times they would like have the same, like roughly same like theme. Like it became very apparent that they're Kansas City Chiefs fans, because there were sometimes that they'd come to school just like decked out head to toe.
Are these like you said twins?
No, they're parents coming to pick up their kids.
Oh,
yeah.
Okay.
And like their outfits just always, I noticed they were always coordinated, always matching. And I was like, oh, couples who look good together stay together.
Oh God, what? They're probably divorced now.
I don't know. But I will say,
That
I
sounds
do think
awful.
like when you see these like family vloggers, especially like when they dress like all their kids the same or all that, I'm like, it's a cult.
I think that's exactly. I think that's for the vlog though. I don't know if they're going out. If they're going out like that,
I wouldn't put it past them for a fucking second.
That's gross.
Yeah.
Like we can be individuals.
Yeah. Did you ever watch John and Kate +8? That's what she used to do all the time.
Does that sound like something I would watch?
Yes.
No. It sounds like
so
a
they
drama.
had twins and sextuplets, and then they would dress like the twins the same. The sextuplets was 3 boys and 3 girls.
Holy fuck.
Yeah, so then they dressed the boys the same, and then the 3 girls the same, and then the twins the same. Cult.
That's how do you? Okay, I don't want to have that conversation. Never mind.
How do you have that many babies?
Yeah, I don't want to know
IVF.
how you have. I don't know what that means.
In vitro fertilization.
I don't know what that means.
It's when you
I meant like room wise. Like how do you fit 6 people in one person?
the pictures aren't great.
That's insane. Like oh,
They're kind of gross, actually.
okay. No, I'm good. That's It's a big no for me, dog. That's yeah. It was 6.
It would like probably go to like the middle of the table.
And there was no
big.
like complications or.
I think she had to be, because I remember this was like a whole story when it happened. And like, you know me, reality trash plus multiples. Oh my God, I'm in heaven. So I followed this like
It's getting way off topic.
way
but
forever
okay.
ago. Yeah, who cares? Anyway,
You cannot run these episodes.
So I probably shouldn't. No.
Okay.
Whiplash. So see, now I forgot what I was talking about.
Watching the.
Oh, no. So it was a big thing when they were having these kids. So they were like, oh, we wanted to have kids. They did in vitro. That's how they ended up with the twins. And then they were like, oh, let's do in vitro one more time. And then that's how they ended up with the sextuplets. And then because like who was having sextuplets, and then they were all like viable. So they all survived. So they had been like being followed by like TLC and stuff, and it was all documented and everything.
Like while she was pregnant?
Yeah.
Okay. Oh, okay.
And so I think that she had, I mean, I'm pretty sure she had to be on like bed rest for some time and everything. And then like C-section.
sure, yeah.
Yeah, just to try and keep them in for as long as possible.
God.
But yeah, they were just little bitty babies. Itty bitty.
Oh,
Itty
so
bitty
they
bitty.
were like I don't know what the term is now. Like preemies?
I mean, yeah.
Is that's the only way that they could?
Well, yeah, yeah.
Oh wow.
So
because there wouldn't be enough room for 6 full grown fucking.
well, yeah, because in order to be
Fetuses?
full term, I think you have to be like 35 weeks. She's not making it 35
There's
weeks.
no
with
way. That's what I
6
was saying, with
babies.
6
It's risky
babies.
it's hard to make it 35 weeks with like 2.
That's pretty fascinating though. The overall complexities that go into that. Because not only do you need to like, you almost need to find like the perfect waypoint. You know what I mean? Like, get them far enough to where they can come out safely, you know, and actually successfully get all of them out.
Yeah, have
and
her
all
hold them long enough to like,
and
she
all of
stays
them
alive
survived.
and, yeah.
That's incredible. That is actually a really cool story. That would be, yeah, that's wild.
Yeah.
6 is insane.
Yeah.
I mean, well, you said it was 2.
They had twins and then sextuplets.
Oh, that's right. Okay, that's right.
Yeah.
Because plus 8. Oh,
Yeah.
of course, got it.
Yeah. 8.
Even
kids.
twins is pretty wild, but like 6
Yeah.
is that's.
Yeah.
You're like a.
It's a cult.
Okay. It's not a cult.
No, it's not. I just think it's
But
funny
that's
to
like a
say
lit-
that
that's
when they're all dressed the same.
How many are in a litter?
I don't know.
I don't know.
That's pretty much a
That's-
litter.
I mean, that's Crazy. But
I would call him a litter.
But
I'd be like, this is my litter.
yeah. Jesus Christ. But what a miracle, though. What a great story that everybody, like all the kids survived. That's incredible. That's really cool.
I suppose in that case, it would make sense to dress them all the same when you go out because you're just like, they all look the same. I'm looking for a kid in this outfit.
That's true.
That'll make it easier. But that's not your partner, so.
You got to track 8 little ones. But also, like, are you going to be able to tell these kids apart? I guess they're not all twins, huh? They're all
fraternal.
That means that they're all. Oh, okay. Huh.
Yeah.
Huh. That's wild.
Yeah.
What a wild story. I don't know how you got here.
Matching.
Oh, matching outfits? That's how you got to K+8? Was matching outfits? Oh, God.
Ooh, I got to stay in my own lane next week. All righty.
See, I have to keep us on track when I run these. You just went way off the beaten path. That's so funny.
Ready to move on?
Well, you covered 3. What's the 4th one? That was the tab. You covered the tabs. You covered the matching outfits. You covered the
subtitles.
The subtitle. What was the 4th one?
Sending voice notes instead of texting.
Oh, we talked about that too. Yeah.
See?
You covered all 4.
You're welcome. Have fun.
Oh, goodness.
I just like to yap.
Yeah.
Alrighty. So for our final...
What's your feel good? What'd you find?
Our final segment is the feel-good story for the week. This story is from the Good News Network, and it occurred this week in India. So, oops, wrong one. Alrighty, and it is titled, Heroic Dog Rocky Alerts Indian Village of Oncoming Landslide, Saving Dozens.
Wow.
So let me go back up real quick. So this article is by Andy Corbley. And again, it's on the goodnewsnetwork.org. And it's from July 11th, 2025. So it says, lights were out in the mountain village of Siyathi, northern India, but one resident clearly wasn't interested in going to sleep. Well past midnight on June 26th, Rocky the dog sat on the... Oh, I guess it wasn't this... I don't know. Rocky the dog sat on the ground floor of a home in Himachal Pradesh. Damn, I forgot to look that one up. Okay. Anyway, state, barking and howling loudly. June being monsoon season in India, rain was teeming down, but Rocky's owner, Lalit Kumar, could hear the dog through his sleep and the weather. I was woken by my dog's strange barking as if he was trying to warn me, Lalit said. When I reached him, I saw a huge crack in the wall and water pouring in. An awful thing to find so late at night, but when Lalit went downstairs to wake the rest of his family, that's when he saw it. A wall of onrushing water and earth coming down the mountain towards the town.
Wow.
Grabbing the dog and his family, he ran along the streets, waking neighbors until 22 families had assembled and fled to high ground. Moments later, the landslide arrived and wrecked 12 out of 17 homes in the village in a wave of mud and debris.
Wow.
67 people lived there, each and every one owing their lives to Rocky the dog, whom Kumar had gotten from his brother just 3 months before.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
That's wild. That's the whole story?
Yeah, that's it.
Wow, that's incredible.
Yeah.
See, like dogs have like that intuition, you know? Well, he saw the crack in the wall, but still like he knew something was not right.
Yeah, that's a good dog. 64 people? 67, I think it said. Yeah, 67 people lived there.
That's insane.
And it sounds like they all got out, luckily. And like 12 out of 17 of the homes, that would have taken out the entire village. Like, that's
you should
crazy.
Give that dog a fucking statue.
Oh, yeah.
Like
rename the town. Rename the village.
Everybody, I mean, in a, you know, a different scenario, that dog wasn't there, could have.
Oh yeah,
you know,
100%. They probably would have died. Like everybody in all those 12 houses.
I mean, yeah, everybody probably. And that shit's like that's so much weight. Like it's not just like water. That's like earth.
Yeah,
like
just get buried underneath it.
It's wild how they had that much time to. I mean, kudos to the dog and the person for running down the road, waking people. But it's crazy how they had time to assemble 22 families.
Yeah. I mean,
it's
I guess
incredible
if
it
it
happened,
was,
but-
if it was 17 homes in the village, if they were loud enough to like start pounding on doors and
22 families,
especially if you
homes?
get like this family, go to this home or whatever, and then knock on their door, they go and like everybody starts waking up everybody.
Yeah,
It
but
can get
water's
people out
already
quickly.
coming through the crack in the wall in the one house. So I wonder how that played out. Not to downplay anything.
I
that
mean,
happened.
at that point,
But
I would
it's
just
crazy
be like,
that-
we just have to get out because
Yeah.
obviously this.
Oh, you said it's
land
monsoon
is-
season. Oh, so it's already raining.
Yeah,
That's
it was
probably why
already
the water.
raining.
Oh,
Yeah.
okay. I wonder how the crack got there in the
Yeah.
home, but still, that's
Yeah.
crazy. They obviously had some time before the landslide hit them, but
Luckily.
also 22 families, 17 homes. That math doesn't math. That's interesting.
Not all families have their own home.
Yeah. I mean, it's true.
Yeah.
That's crazy though. What an incredible story.
Yeah.
That's awesome.
So good job
was a good
to
find.
Rocky the dog.
Rocky.
Rocky. That was
That's
cute.
cool. That's a good one. I like that.
Yeah. But alrighty. Well, do you have anything else you want to add for this
I
episode?
don't think so. I think this went
other
well.
than I'm fired.
I think it went okay. It's funny how you covered all four of the. You said pick one and then covered four.
I have a hard time choosing. Whatever. Okay.
Maybe every once in a while we'll have you hop on for this episode. And you just run it, and then we'll just watch the chaos ensue.
I like that idea.
There you go.
Let's do that.
There you go. I like it.
Alrighty. Well, that's it for this episode of the Rant Files. As always, if you enjoy listening, please like, follow, subscribe, and go ahead and leave some comments too. And you can find us under the Ranting Podcast on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and TikTok. Hopefully next week we'll be back on track with the Rants on the Rocks episode as well. But we'll see what happens because it's getting crazy around here.
Yep.
So
Things are
anyway,
picking up.
until next week, keep ranting and come tell us about it. Okay, bye.
Bye.